So you want to know if you can make a logo on Canva, and the short answer is yes. Your second question is, are there any restrictions? And that answer is yes, but no. The third question you might have in mind is, how much can I change about the logo? And that answer is everything. So why don't we get straight to it? At this point, I'm going to assume that you've been on Canva before. So you can either search in here for a logo, and you just type in logo. And here you have a multitude, there are hundreds and maybe perhaps thousands of logos on Canva that you can choose from. But this is nice to scroll through if you want to start and just kind of get an idea of what you like. Be aware there's a free version of Canva and then the Canva Pro or Teams. If you're on the free version, you want to avoid the logos with the little crown here. Like here, there you can see Pro, there's the Pro. You can only access those when you have the Pro version. You can still use that template. It will just have the watermark on Canva. It's kind of like this crisscross design all over, and when you want to download it, Canva is going to ask you to pay $1 for the design or upgrade. So this is one way of doing it. I can pick something. If I like a particular logo, it will show me the logo in a bigger one, and you can also see more logos like this one. Perhaps you like the style. It's a really nice style. And then you can see more logos like, oh, that's beautiful. That might fit with the style that you like. Okay, so let's, for the fun, pick this one. Now you can see what it looks like, and you can say, okay, customize this template. Your other option would be, if you start from templates, if you go to create a design, if you scroll down here, you will perhaps find your most recent searches, or you can even type in their logo. And if you see their logo, if you click on it, it's going to open you directly into the design studio. And it's just a different view. You can still see all of your templates on the side. If you have a very particular template in mind, you can then start searching here. But in the home page, it's much more visual, that you can actually see what do you like. If I, for instance, would say here that I like circular logos, it will give me a similar one, but now I have to go and type. But maybe there's a logo that you have in mind that you can't find if you just scroll through it. Maybe you want to go for flowers. I haven't seen any of them on the homepage because there are literally hundreds. So now you can refine it. Baking. I don't even think you need to write logo. You can just go baking. But you can see there's just so many to choose from. So I'm going to stick with my black and white one here. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind about the usage of the logos. These are designed by Canva creators, so they are free to use to anyone, and if you want to use them in your business, you are allowed to use it. But bear in mind, someone else might use the same logo, so your company and their company can have the same logo. Commercially, that's not an issue. The issue comes in if you want to trademark your logo. So because it's free content on Canva, you cannot trademark it as is. You will have to change it before you can trademark it. And if it's too similar to something that is on Canva, you might have issues. But if you do not want to trademark, you can use it as is. You can adjust whatever you want, the style, the font, the colors. Even if you want to trademark it, you can use the font on Canva, you can use the colors, and perhaps you upload your own graphics, and that is still then something that you can trademark. But using a logo as is, if I want to use this one, even if I change the initials to something else, I cannot trademark it because it's free content to use. And what is nice here is that you can see it already gave me the logo in black and white. So keep that in mind. When you make a logo, always test it on darker and on lighter backgrounds, because you might not always apply your logo on a white background. You might perhaps have it somewhere on a website that's got a darker background and your logo goes on there. Or you want to put it on a t-shirt, but you have a dark jacket or t-shirt and you have to put your logo on, but now your logo is also black and it doesn't show up. So then you start working with reverse colors. So just always keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be the same colors, but just keep in mind how it would look in reverse. And from here on, it's literally just based on your personal preference. Perhaps your company color is something different. I'm going to go with a nice green. Immediately it looks different. Perhaps I don't like the font. My initials would be LF. Doesn't really do anything for me. So now I can go and I can look through all of the fonts here and find something that really resonates with me. Bear in mind again, on the fonts you will see where there is a little crown. It is a pro feature. And what is really nice about the logos is the advanced features that you and me might not know how to create, like this little bow text. You can create it, but it's going to take us 5 minutes to figure it out, and now it's already there. And if you click on it, it goes into a straight mode. You can type in whatever you want to, And the moment you click out, it's already going to fit in there. That's lovely because it means they've already done that. And there you go. But now perhaps I actually don't like the logo, so I want to use something else. I can just keep on scrolling. Maybe I like this one. If you click on another logo, it's going to ask you, do you want to replace the one that you're working with, or do you want to add it as a new page? If you hate your previous logo, by all means replace it. But if you're kind of in between 2 or 3 logos, rather just add it as a new page, and then you can go back and decide what you prefer. You know, that one is nice. It's already on a dark background. Red, I'm going to make green again. And if you're really detail oriented, you would have seen on the side here, there is another logo that looks pretty similar to what I have. So if I now say add a new page and I want to use that one, half my work is done because there is an L already incorporated, and I can literally just override the N somehow. And you can literally try and search L and F logo. LB, RL. See, I think there are actually just thousands of logos. If I was desperate to use this logo, what I might have done is the following. So all my Canva skills are self-taught. I am not some Canva expert, so I like to add layers and make things disappear that I don't like. If you have a better way of doing this, please let me know in the comments below. This has been working for me all this time. So this is what I will do if this was my logo. I would find a black circle to cover the S, because I don't have an S. Just big enough to cover this, and I make it black. If it's not the same color, then you just go to the plus and you go and find the color that it needs to be. Then it will update it. And I want to duplicate that, Control and D or Control and Command, and I'm going to update the M as well. So now I want my letters in there. What I want to do here is to use the L for Liz, and I want to flip it. But if I use a normal text, I can't flip the letter. So I'm going to see if I can find it in Elements. But this is proving to be a little bit of a mission. So because my letters is really straightforward, I don't even need to have a letter. I can literally use lines. So this is how I'm going to do it. Line. I'm going to add it there. You can see your line angle at the bottom. It says minus 90 degrees. It means it's straight. Then I can make it a little bit thicker to match the green. Then I remember it's a 6 there, and I can make the color match whatever that is. Then duplicate, and I'm going to do the same with the orange. And then I'm starting to have a logo. So now I want to add another one. This is going to be an L and another one. Canva does this funny thing. If you try and make a line shorter, it just refuses to go back to being straight, like 0 degrees, unless you literally zoom in. And there you have your adjusted design. This is just an example of how you can play around with it. If there are any graphic designers out there, please don't hate me. But it's been working great so far. And you literally go and you download it. It's already in the right size and like a square to download your logo easily. If your logo is in a different shape and it needs to be longer or more vertical, then you literally just go to resize and you can change it here. I mean, how easy is that? Share, download. If you download it as a JPEG, you can easily share it. PNG is for more complex illustrations, or if you want to remove the background. You can see here, you can select transparent background, which is perfect if you just want the cutout of the logo, but again, it's a pro feature. Bear in mind, if you download 4 logos at a time, it will download as a zip folder. It won't download them as 4 individuals. You will have to go and extract it from the folder before you can use it. So it's up to you. If you have 15 that you want to download, you can download them all and then extract from the zip folder. If you only want to download 1 or 2, I just download them individually because I'm lazy to extract. But it's honestly really not that bad. It's just as a side note. I've got a video that you can check out on how to get started on Canva. But in any case, happy designing. I hope it helped. See you next time.